Hey guys, welcome back to the home turf. Hopefully you're doing good and having a great day. I love you all, and I'm so glad you could join me again today. We have a really cool topic to talk about, and it's one that was brought to us by another family member, Locos Tacos 6930. Listen, look. I can recognize an innuendo when I see one. Okay, and that name, girl, that name is sus. Okay, that name is sus. So, was that intentional? Because it seems intentional. It seems okay. All right, enough of that. I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was funny. Um, but yeah, so what we're talking about today is small acts of kindness, and there's a lot of things to talk about when we're talking about small acts of kindness, of course. And what's really interesting to note is sometimes when you do something that may seem small to us in the moment, maybe something so monumental to someone else, you know. And it could be small acts of kindness, like seeing someone homeless and struggling to eat. You know, you give them about $20 to go and get something to eat, right? Now, if they go and spend that money on drugs and needles, then that's a different story. But if they really needed that to go and just get some sustenance, then that could be absolutely life changing. And it's acts like that really helps to build your character. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just about making yourself look good, or it's not about at all. About making yourself look good or feeling as though as you help someone else. It's that you truly wanted to help someone else because they're struggling, and this is what really builds character. And so some sometimes people remember that. And it's not about expecting anything in return. It's about doing something right by someone else that could eventually, do the same thing for you, right? It's about service to the community, service to others. And that's why giving and giving these small acts of kindness is so important. Even complimenting someone, looking to compliment somebody instead of looking to insult them, looking to judge them, is one of those small acts of kindness too. I'm never gonna lie to someone, of course, but if I like someone's shoes, if I like the design, if I like, the color or something like that, I'm like, hey man, or hey girl, that shit looks dope. I really like your shoes. I like your jacket. I like your fucking backpack, your pants. I don't know. If I think there's a cool design on them, um, it's there's way too much hate in especially here in the Western world because we are so quick to be at each other's throats. It really sets you apart to be someone who is genuinely nice, someone who genuinely wants to give kindness to people. Now, to caveat to that, you must also be respected, okay? Because kindness without respect is not kindness. That's just being a pushover. Okay? You don't want to be a pushover. But you do want to genuinely be kind. And that sets you apart. And people are so attracted to genuineness and genuine kindness, right? That's why I was kind of, poking fun at Logos Tacos earlier. Because that's how I express myself. I express myself through comedy, through jokes, and speaking of expressing, watch this. Listen. Oh, never mind. Never mind. She woke up. She was dreaming. I don't know if you guys were able to hear it, but she was dreaming. And so people really value genuineness because it's so hard to find these days, right? But again, it's not about being set apart or wanting to be set apart. Well, I mean, of course, people want to be set apart, especially as men, right? Because you know, we want to obviously trample the competition so that we get more attention. I mean, that just makes sense, right? But when it comes to dating, but it's not about wanting to be set apart. It's about wanting to service other people. You know what I'm saying? To make their lives better. And for the life of me, I understand why it's happening. I understand why everyone is so unwilling to be genuinely kind with one another because there's way too many people out there that will absolutely take advantage of kindness and will absolutely leave you with nothing if they can get away with it. And that's why I tell you that with kindness must come respect as well, right? From both people who are both giving and receiving. And so that's the only way that kindness will actually successfully be received. Um and so more of that really needs to happen. And I really wish that there was more, and this is something that I am genuinely trying to change because it does need to be changed. Something I wish to change, and that is the toxic atmosphere that we're in. And slowly but surely we are doing that, right? And you guys are helping me out tremendously. Locos Tacos, you were talking about small acts of kindness, and by you actually giving me a good topic to talk about today, that helps me out tremendously, you know, because it's one thing to sit here and genuinely have a conversation with you guys, and it's another thing to do gaming content, to do you know miniature painting content, gaming content, all the other stuff that I do, and music as well. All of the other stuff that I do, it's so much different than sitting on my couch and just talking with you guys. And I've been kind of thinking about ways to help people, and so thank you so much for giving me that help today. Well, I mean yesterday, but obviously today's video. But thank you so much, Locos Tacos, for helping me out. That small act of kindness was something you may never even realize because it helped me out a lot. And like I was saying earlier, sometimes when we give to someone, it may seem so small, so insignificant to us because we're in a different position than someone else. But the one who's receiving the help, it may be monumental to them. And so, I just appreciate, I really just appreciate that. And I also want to appreciate every single one of you guys for giving me the support that you have, and also telling me to keep it up, going out and getting exercise, you know, because it's not just Locos Tacos that is, telling me that. It's also a lot of other, a lot of my other family members out there that are telling me that ML Magic, you guys are I mean, you guys are so inspirational to me, and especially with my mental health being the way that it is, you guys have been a monumental help to me. I mean, you guys have no idea. I mean, some of you may, but you guys have no idea, and it's so cool. It's so cool and so awesome that I get to connect with you guys halfway across the world. I can connect with you guys and have super cool conversations. I remember I was talking with Horace, I believe. I don't want to get your name wrong, man. I'm sorry. Horace, um, earlier, and we were having a really cool conversation about guns, and I was showing him my 1851 Colt Pieta, or I'm sorry, 1851 Colt Navy replica from Pieta. Let me get that right. Before the gun tubers decide to um, before I get absolutely shafted by the by the gun tubers. But you know, it was a really cool conversation. I really enjoy talking with you guys, and I really enjoy hearing from you that you guys are doing good. But do know also that you guys are more than welcome, and I mean absolutely more than welcome, to reach out to me anytime that you need help, because that's what I'm here for. You know, I'm here to help you any way that I can. You know, man, woman, race, religion, I don't care. I'm here for you, right? And I mean that. I really do mean that. And so, um, another thing to think about too is that, as I was talking about mental health, you guys also have no idea how much it means to check up on someone. And I had a friend of mine who saw my YouTube post. I believe it was yesterday, I believe. And he had asked me, are you doing okay? Like, what's going on? I saw it, and I just had to check up on you. And we talked for a little bit, and that meant a lot to me. It really did. It reassures you that people are there to care about you. And as someone who has had to walk away from family, from friends, from almost everyone that I've known in my entire life, it really it's so incredible. It really is, to have a family around where I don't have family around. Because my grandparents are a few hours away, and I can't make that journey. Unfortunately, I do need to call them, so I do believe I'll be calling them soon and talk with them for a little bit. But it it meant so much to me. That people were checking up on me and asking me how I'm doing. And I'll be honest, guys, I'm not doing that great. I'm not. I got a letter from my lender for my mortgage yesterday, and my home is in default status right now. And I didn't want to start a GoFundMe to help bring my mortgage back to current status, but at the same time, I'm a disabled veteran. I'm in pain every day, and I can't work regular jobs. And I don't have a reliable vehicle right now. And so the jobs that I have put in for, I've been turned down left and right. Quite a few of them I don't even hear back from. But I've somewhat managing through my disability that I do get. And I say somewhat because I've been paying most of my bills, but the more expensive ones, like my mortgage, I've been getting pretty far behind on. And I was absolutely terrified that I was going to lose my home, that I thought there was no other option than to start a GoFundMe. And I hate to lay this on you guys. I hate to do that. But I've tried other programs, and not to say that I'm not grateful, but I've been having a lot of problems, not just with the home, but with my own truck. My tires were literally bald. And my tires were replaced with, more tread, and that's great. That's absolutely great. But now I'm also fearful that I may lose my home. And, without my home, I don't know if I'll be able to do these videos for you guys like I do. Because I surely won't be able to do my miniature content. I surely won't be able to do my diorama content, my gaming content. I won't be able to do much of that at all, if if at all. Now I may still be able to be able to sit down and have conversations with you guys. I might be able to do that, but I don't know. I really don't want to lose my house, but I just don't see if I don't see that being much of an option. But it's not all doom and gloom. I do have things in the works. I do have unemployability. I do have an unemployability application in that would help me a little bit more. And there are other programs out there, but I'm just looking for whatever help I can get. You know, and so you guys checking up on me and asking me how I'm doing is great, and it's appreciated more than what you guys will ever know. Because look, there are ups and downs in life, and being as though I'm the only person in this home that's paying bills, right? Because Sky damn sure ain't paying any bills. I don't know if you heard earlier, but she was absolutely racked out after the snoring. She was screaming at someone, probably me in her dreams. And so it's just me, and I'm doing extremely well for myself given the economy today. So I just need I just need a little bit of help, you know. I just need a little bit of help. So, but I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I would appreciate anything that you guys could could get the could give to me. It would be so appreciated. Again, I didn't want to put this on you guys. I didn't want to lay it out there because I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed too, you know. But sometimes we need help, and you got to ask. You may run through a few things that don't work out, but eventually something will, and hopefully this will. So, but small acts of kindness. It's not something that just builds character. It builds communities. It builds connections. It builds memories, bonds. And so, just a small act of kindness can really change someone's life, to include yours. You have no idea. Now, of course, again, small acts of kindness is to do something that you genuinely want to do for someone else. But the added benefit, the cherry on top is that someone eventually gets back to you. But that shouldn't be the main thing that you're looking at. Okay. It should be just because you want to help. And so, it's one of the biggest reasons that I started YouTube. I don't expect really anything back from you guys. But I'm always so happy, so excited, so surprised at all of the love, all of the supporting you guys have given me. I appreciate every single one of you. And it's just amazing that I have you guys. It's so amazing I have you guys. I just want to say I appreciate you for all that you do for me. So, but as far as my home, um, it's questionable, but I think I may be okay. As a disabled veteran, there are some programs that the VA does have to protect me from losing my home. And so we will be looking at those options. But I'm just trying to be proactive. You know, I'm just trying to be proactive. So that being said, I think we'll be okay. But definitely, you guys checking up on me is is more than what I could ever ask for. Because you guys aren't just you guys aren't just friends, you're family, and you don't have to be blood to be family. So I love and I appreciate every single one of you, because the small acts of kindness that you guys had already done for me is absolutely monumental for me. And so I just thank you guys so much for what you do. And I know Sky appreciates it too. So be sure to help others in need when they need it. Okay. So if someone is having a rough day, lift them up. If someone is needing food, get them some food. Someone needs words of encouragement, help them out. Lift them up, man. Give them some words of encouragement. Someone needs help around the house. Rake leaves for them. You know, get a weed eater. Start cutting out those weeds. Mow the lawn. I know my neighbor. Dude, my neighbor is so awesome, man. I don't even ask. He comes over and he weed eats for me. He mows my lawn. And I went outside and I was like, "Hey man, here's a water. Get a water." And dude, that's just so incredible that he comes over and does that without me asking. And I appreciate that so much. Because I tried to weed eat myself, and dude, I was just in pain. Because when my back starts to give out, I can't breathe. You know, and I can go maybe an hour, and then I have to rest. I have to. It's not a choice. I started having this while I was in, when we were doing exercises, and I was holding my M4 up with all of my gear on. I was suffocating. I was. It was so hard for me to breathe because my back was giving out so much. And that's just one of the conditions that I have, where I can't do regular jobs. So, and then there's also my mental condition too. You know, but this isn't about me. I've already made enough about me. So, but I wanted to uh, mm, again just tell you guys, small acts of kindness can change someone's life. Don't expect a reward. Expect to better someone's life, because that is the real reward right there, knowing that you helped someone when they needed it. and their life is better because of that. That is the real reward. And again, it's the added benefit if they come back to you and give back to you. So keep each other in mind, not what they can give you. All right. So thank you again, Locos Tacos 6930, who has a questionable series of numbers after the name. An innuendo, which I believe is definitely intended. Thank you so much, girl. You are awesome. You are awesome. Thank you. I mean, guys, let's give her a round of applause too. 10,000 steps when she works. That is, guys. Do you not? That is almost. No, that's pretty much right at 2 miles. 2 miles working. I don't even think I did it as a security guard, or I was walking quite a bit. So she's got to be on her feet quite often. So just, hey, hats off to you, girl. You're doing good. You're doing good. And to all of you out there, all of my family members out there who are working hard, busting their ass, giving to society, helping others, and just doing a good job. Hats off to you guys too. You guys are crushing it. So thank you so much. And thank you for being there when I need it. I hope these videos help you out. I hope these videos help you out. And if they do, I would love to have you guys join the family. I would love to have you guys join the family. The channel's growing, the family's growing, and we're making we're making a change. We're, we're making a change. We're making a difference. And so let's continue to make that difference. Let's change the culture for the better, where people don't hate each other so much, but they love each other and want to help each other out. We're supposed to love one another, not hate them. We're supposed to love one another, not hate each other. So, if these videos help you out, I would appreciate it. You join the family by, you know, subscribing, of course. But I also want to hear from you. You know, I don't want you to just sub and 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 like, but I want you to comment. I want to hear from you. I want to hear how your day's going. I want to hear what you're experiencing, what's going on. How can I help you? That's what I want to hear from you. And if you're doing good, you're fucking right on, man. I'm glad you're doing good. But I do want to hear it. I wanted to know that you guys are doing good. So, um, and also turn those notifications on too. Turn those notifications on too, because I've got some good content coming, of course. So, turn your notifications on. Stay up to date. And again, if you need me for anything, just reach out. Again, because I'm here for you guys. So, thank you all so much. I wish you all a lovely day. Remember to take care of yourselves, both mind and body. You have to have a fit mind and a fit body, okay? We want to live a long, healthy life. And so we got to make sure we're good here and we're good here, okay? So I may not be able to go to the gym right now, but I'm still pushing through the pain to get out and get some exercise. So if I can do it, you can do it. Take care of each other, because this is what this whole video is about. Take care of each other, man. If someone's calling you 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and you're up, pick up the phone, man. Talk with them for a little bit. See how they're doing. Yep. It's just things like that. But lift each other up. And again, if you need me for anything, just reach out. I really mean that. I really do. I know I talk about a lot, but I really mean that. So if you don't believe me, try me. So wish you all a lovely day. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I'll talk to you soon.